Hello everybody, and welcome to the second episode of my Bleach anime episode reviews. And of course, this time we're going to be talking about the second episode of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc anime adaptation that happened. It came out an hour ago or so now, and I just want to talk about it as normal. Let's get started. Now, in this episode, we've pretty much got a few things to talk about, a few things that didn't quite line up with the manga, how it normally goes, and just a few other notes, and I also just want to run through what happened in the episode as general. But before that, let me give out a few facts about it. Episode, of course, is titled Foundation Stones, which is a big thing that is said throughout the episode, and this episode covers chapters 485 to 448 of the manga. Now let's just go through what happens in the episode. First off, we start off with Yuha Bach going and terrorizing some of the Quincy's that are there, and pretty much a direct continuation of the last episode. Yuha Bach just goes and terrorizes these Quincy's about what they did wrong and everything. We then cut to the new opening, Scar by Tatsuya Kitanai. I think it's a pretty good song. We got some pink hues throughout the entire thing that pretty much just explain what it's all about. We now go to the World of the Living group, where we see Shino, Ryunosuke, and Uryu, Chad, and Orihime all sitting there talking together about Ichigo whenever he's going to come back. Uryu mentioned some stuff about how Ichigo is already defeated him, being that the enemy's spiritual pressure's gone in. Orihime teases Uryu about how he and Ichigo have become such good friends by being mortal enemies in a way. We then, Ryunosuke gets a call on his soul pager, and it's a Khan who is pretty much giving out a bunch of facts about this recent invasion that occurred and what it means, everybody who died, and a bunch of bad things that happened. We get confirmation that Sasakibe is dead, and we go back toward living, and Ichigo is being he's not very happy about everything that's going on, and eventually decides to go on a patrol, where a nail falls from the sky and headbutts him pretty much. We then cut back over to Yuha Bach talking with the Quincy's there, and he is talking to Lugan, and he's pretty much saying, hey, are you a prophet? Why are you telling me things will happen a specific way? You know what, I'll make you a foundation stone, as he murders him. He then talks to Ibern. He murders Ibern too, and we then learn that Ibern actually wasn't a wrong car who started working for the Quincy's, and that they have Haribel captured, the benefactor of Heuco Mundo. They've got her captured, and he was actually in a wrong car, right? We then get Pesce falling from the sky too, like Nell just did, and they ask Ichigo to help him out because Heuco Mundo is being attacked. Cut to Soul Society, we got Sasakibe's funeral. It's just that, it's not much dialogue is said whatsoever, it's just Sasakibe's dead. We go back to the room where everybody's been meeting again. Ichigo, Chad, Orihime is all there, and they're talking, and pretty much Ichigo wants to help him out, and Uryu just says, hey man, I can't, I'm a Quincy. Quincy's don't help hollows. I can't do this. We get a sort of a flashback of when Yuha Bach attacked Heuco Mundo and how bad that was for everybody. And then Kisuke Urahara comes and is like, hey, you guys need a trip to Heuco Mundo? I got you guys, and he takes him there. We cut back to the Invisible Castle as they find Ibern's medallion on the floor, and we realize that, oh, it's been used up, but nothing happens. So Yuha Bach just standing there smiling. Everybody's traveling through the Garganta. They all get out. Kisuke pretty much is saying something to Pesce about why they went to Ichigo, because of course Ichigo would always help him no matter what. We didn't see all the attacks going on with everybody and how bad it is, and we didn't meet this guy who is Sternard, or Jay, Quiglet Ope. He's like a military captain, being that he is with the Vandenreich. He goes and attacks. Two of Aizen's guards come out and try to save themselves, right? And Haribel's Fraction de Tresbesta appears to try to help off the attack. Opie attacks them, pretty much murders them. We cut back to Soul Society where there's a soul meeting going on, right? And Mary Kurasuchi is there, and he confirms that, yeah, it's the Quincy's who are doing all of the bad stuff, and yeah, it's not really looking too good for everybody. And then Ichigo meets Ope, and the episode ends. We cut to the ending, which is Satellite by Sharanaya, or Cinerin. I don't know. I don't know. That pretty much happens, and that's really the entire note of the episode, what pretty much happens. We really are cutting a back and forth a lot between all the sides that are involved, and this took a month to come out into manga release, which is just funny to me, and then it just gets summed up here in 20-something minutes. There's a few things that didn't quite happen this way in the manga. First off, there wasn't many notes about Sasakibe's achievements that there were in the manga. There were a good few pages dedicated to everything Sasakibe had actually done, right? And there wasn't really any note at the end of all of this where Yamamoto says, hey everybody, get ready for war, because we're about to have one with the Quincy's, right? It's just sort of there. It's just like, Mary's like, it's the Quincy's, and it just cuts back to Ichigo meeting Ope. That's really all there is. Good opening, not really a whole lot to say. Foundation stones, important enough. And a bunch of just switching sides until, oh hey, Vandenreich, humans, soul people. It just goes between those a whole bunch. And also, the interesting thing to mention is that in the manga, we just learn who Quigile Ope is. We don't learn that he is Sternritter J, right? Something put in there. And at this point in the anime, people don't even know what the Sternritter are. They just appear. And yeah, that's all I got to say. I don't think this came out too good. Well, we'll see. Alright, thanks for listening. Bye.